Have you guys seen our president? Huh? Have you seen him lately? Oh man, he's back. He's back and better than ever before, you know? The last few months have been so taxing on him. People fighting with him in Parliament, shouting things at him. He's been stressed, sitting in a corner, quiet, all to himself. And then he found out that he would be paying nothing, absolutely nothing for the upgrades at Nkandla. And he walked into Parliament, a new man. Had a bounce in his step. He had his swag back. Jacob 2.0. I mean, he's still doing the same things, making the same mistakes, but now he has a certain level of panache. I saw him mess up a speech the other day, stumbled on a word like he always does. This time though, he didn't frown, he didn't get stressed. He just worked through it.
And here we can clearly see there are red marble. A marble red marble. A premeditated.
Just came back and he handled it. I love how he just stepped away and did the cutest little, I don't even know what he was doing there. He just does like a little, almost like he's just moving his brain to the other side of his head. Like he knows when it's in the wrong place, it doesn't, he just shook it up. And he came back in. Even the way he handled the scandal was powerful. We thought for sure that Nkandla would be his downfall, and yet Jacob Zuma took something so serious, he turned it into a joke and threw it back in our faces.
Where we are clearly living in a place where there is a poverty of politics, people asking questions, but they don't want answers, questions, more answers. We're investigating, they ask again, questions, more answers. Then in Parliament, we're here, point of order, yes, Nkandla. Thixo waseGeorge Koch.
Who's this guy? Huh? He's just shrugging it off, evading, maneuvering. Never mind the Nkandla joke. I love the fact that he rolled his eyes. That blew my mind. I've never seen Jacob Zuma do that. He looked over and he was like, oh. When did Jacob Zuma start rolling his eyes? That's not something he does. Jacob Zuma doesn't roll his eyes, guys. Yeah. In fact, presidents don't roll their eyes. It's not a very presidential thing to do in Parliament, to roll your eyes at the opposition. Even the most defiant rulers in the world don't roll their eyes. When the UN is telling the leader of North Korea to stop making nuclear weapons, you don't see Kim Jong-un going, oh, whatever. You don't roll your eyes. But Jacob Zuma did, and he did it in style. I want to know where he learned it, how he learned it. Has he been doing this for a while? Yeah, because rolling your eyes is part of an attitude. You don't just roll your eyes. If you roll your eyes, you got that sass, you bitchy, you know? Is he doing more than that? Now I see Jacob in a totally different light. Now I'm picturing him hanging out with the rest of the ANC comrades, chatting about these problems. President, they want to know where's the money, Mr. President. Where did the money go? And he's like,
I'm in relicas. Over and over, they keep asking me. I mean, literally, I'm dying now. Like, can't they get over it? Like that music guy, get a life already. Just because you hang with white chicks, I mean, please, whatever.
Is that what he's doing? And if he is, where did he learn that? Where do you learn to roll your eyes at that age? That's what I want to know. It's not your friends, it's not your colleagues, it's probably your kids. Yeah, you learn bad habits at home. Jacob Zuma probably learned it from one of his children in the house, one of his daughters maybe. She was going out for a night with her friends, caught her as she was leaving.
Hey, Wentombazan, where are you going dressed like that?
Dad, I told you, I'm going out with my friends. I'm going to a party.
First of all, you are already in a party. Secondly, no daughter of mine will dress like that. Go and change.
Oh, Dad, what are you doing? You're killing me. Come on, why are you doing this? I can dress however I want. I'm old enough.
Hey, you will do as I say. As long as you are living under my roofs, which I have paid for with other people's monies, you will obey me. Go and change.
Oh, Dad, come on. Why are you doing this? Everyone else dresses like this. All the other kids do it.
Are all the other kids my children?
You never know.
Eh? Don't come in this house with that DA attitude. Go and change now.
Whatever.
What was that? What did you just do?
I didn't do anything, Daddy.
Don't lie to me. I saw it. You did something with your eyes. It looked like the Undertaker. But they came back. What was that?
I just rolled my eyes, Dad.
Girl, it made me feel so insignificant. What you did there made me feel like you did not acknowledge the seriousness of this situation. Can you teach me how to do that?
Yeah, like, it's easy. Like, you just roll your eyes. If someone says something you don't like, then you're just like, whatever.
Whatever.
No, Dad, whoa, that's too much. It's too much. You just gotta loosen up, you know? Just be like, whatever.
Whatever. I think I got it.
No, you don't have it, Dad. You're rolling your head. You're supposed to roll your eyes.
And my eyes are where? Exactly.
And he was off. Ready to roll, baby. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?
On social media or on your stand-up tours, you're so authentic. Here, he's incredibly authentic. And yeah, it can be really difficult in a world that is trying to keep up and the trends are changing. In your world, that's happening.
Right.
What are some key things that you think people could take away with to stay true to themselves and to stay on their path?
I think authenticity always has to be juxtaposed with context.
Yeah.
You are never going to be your most authentic self with everyone, nor should you be. I don't believe in that. You know, people like, be yourself in the office. Hold on. Figure out who yourself is. Figure out who your office is. See which parts of you match. That's good. I've met many people who are too authentic in the office. They need to relax. I think authenticity is context-based.
Okay.
You know, you are most authentic, or should be, with yourself. And then as those concentric circles go outward, there's different types of authenticity. So you'll be a different type of authentic with your partner or your spouse. Mm-hmm. You'll be another type of authentic with your kids. You'll be another type of authentic with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, with people you live in the same town with, city, country, world. But I don't think you're just trying to just be you all the time with everyone without context. I think that makes people, you know, it's why people are assholes a lot of the time. Genuinely, because they just go like, well, that's what it is. Yeah, you didn't need to say that. Oh, well, I just wanted to be authentic. Yeah, you were authentically not nice. That's what you were.
And you're offending people, and that's not.
It's like
That's
you
true,
didn't
though.
need to say that in that moment, you know? So, you know, if you're going to be one of those people who, wow, I just tell it like it is, well, then I'll tell you like it is. You're not liked in most places, and you're not actually achieving the thing that you're trying to achieve. And it's not to be liked, but it is to try and find some sort of cohesive way of being authentic, you know? So I think in every space, I'm trying to be as authentic as I need to be.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you're being fake. It's you're acknowledging that you're existing in a space with other people, you know? Like, I listen to music the way I listen to it, but when I'm in a different space, I might be cognizant of the fact that somebody's close to me, and so I'll turn the music down to a certain level, or I'll turn it, because I understand that you're here. It doesn't mean that I'm not being authentic. It just means that I'm acknowledging my authenticity might brush up against yours. You know, the way I would drive my car if there was nobody on the road, it's very different to how I drive when the rest of you are there with me. You know, because I acknowledge, I'm like, this is not my authentic driving. I don't drive at like a speed limit. The lines mean nothing to me. Are you kidding me? If I was alone on the road, I would just be I'd go backwards sometimes.
But nobody says that, by the way, because it's very cool right now, and you all know this. It's very cool to be your authentic self. But I think you talking about
that's
offending
ridiculous.
people-
Who says this?
But everybody, but nobody says, I think it's the first time, would you agree, in a long time that someone's like, you need to be aware of your surroundings.
Yes.
I don't think people say that, Trevor. They don't.
You are existing in relation to others. If you're on a desert island, you're stranded like Tom Hanks, then you can be friends with a volleyball. Do it. Go crazy. Have a good time. Because that is the situation you're in. That is authentic.
Yeah.
You know, but once you are in a space with other people, it changes. You know, there are cultural norms you have to be aware of, depending on the space you're in, depending on the place you're in. And it doesn't mean don't be authentic. It means find your spaces where you can. And what happens over time, I'm sure you know this, when you work in an office with people, as you get to know them, and that's why I'm saying context is important, as you get to know them, you start to reveal layers of yourself, and they do the same thing. And that is natural. That is what we do as human beings. You know, you don't just start off like that. Have you ever met like a dog that's been rescued? Like if you go to a pound, or you go to any place with a shelter, right? You'll meet an animal. Most of them are shy. Most of them are afraid. Most of them, you can feel this in them. And then you start showing them love. You start caring for them. And all of a sudden, that dog starts jumping on you, and it starts barking, and it starts running around. It's like, yeah, that's the same dog. It's not that it's not authentic. It was authentically afraid, and now it is authentically happy and enjoying the love that you're showing it. Both are true. When people say, be your authentic self, it's like, which part of my authentic self? Sometimes I'm nervous. Sometimes I'm scared. Sometimes I'm grumpy. That is authentically me. So I'm just going to come in the office kicking trash cans. Shut up! That's authentic. I'm having a shitty day. Welcome to Real Trev. No. Deal with your shit at home. Understand that in this space, your authenticity is affecting other people.
Yeah.
Or if you know the people well in the office and they know you well, then you can connect.
So
Man,
don't overshare with the
I'm having a
client
tough day.
yes.
It's context.
Right.
You should have enough EQ to understand the context. How long have you known people? What is your position in relation to them? You know how many bosses I've met who'll be like, yeah, Trevor, I always tell jokes in the office and it goes well. I'm like, no, you're the boss. Relax. How do I bring more humor into the office? You don't, you're the boss. All right? Because when you're a boss, you work in a different context to other people.
Yeah.
Understand your position in relation to them. Understand that they may be afraid of you. Understand that they don't know if they can voice their true opinion. Understand that. And the context builds over time.
Yeah.
And I think you have to have a certain amount of emotional intelligence to process that. But that's what living in a society is all about. Absolutely. But try and be yourself in as many places as you can. Try and grow. And I think that's what building a relationship and communicating is all about. But please, save your authentic self for the situations that deserve it. White people have a very different relationship with the police. I was trying to explain this to my friend Dave. You know, when we're hanging out, he's like, dude, what is it with black people and police? I'm like, it's not that black people don't like the police or hate the police. It's just that we have a tumultuous history with the police. One day we were driving We're driving on the highway, and the police car pulled up behind us. And I got tense. I just got really tense. And he's like, dude, what's going on? I said, the police are behind us. And he was like, yeah, and? Did you do anything wrong? I said, that's not the point. Because it really isn't. For white people, that is the point. The police will send you to jail if you do something wrong. As a black person, you have a different relationship. The police may send you to jail just because. I know this because I was driving. I got pulled over by the police for the first time in my life in America. And already, I'm not very comfortable when driving in the United States, you know? Not because of the other side of the road, but because of the other side of the car. I'm not used to that. You know, I always get into the car on the wrong side. I'll be shopping, and I'll come back to my car confidently, and I'll jump inside and put the things down, and then I'm like, ah. And then instead of getting out, I sit there. I always just sit there. Because I always think somebody's watching me, so I just sit there. And I act like I planned it all, like, where is my driver? Where is my driver? He should have been here by now. Where is my... Oh, well, I guess I'll drive myself. I don't know why I do that. But I'm not comfortable. But you have to drive in Los Angeles. So I had a little rental car, and I'm driving on the freeway, and this police car pulls up behind me, and he drives behind me for a little bit, and then he flashes his lights. And I was like, oh, he probably wants to go past. And so I moved over to the middle lane. And then he came with me. And he flashed his lights again. And I was like, oh, come on, just go past me, man. Just go past me. And I went back to the fast lane. He came back with me, and he just flashed lights. And this time he's like, whoop, 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 whoop. And I was like, yeah, go past. You keep doing with me, go past. Because I didn't think he was stopping me. I thought it was basically the vehicular equivalent of that moment on the sidewalk when you both don't know which way to go. I thought we were doing that with our cars, like, I thought that was happening. And clearly he thought that I was evading him in the most polite manner ever. Because he gets irritated and he's like, pull on the side of the road, pull on the side of the road. Now, I couldn't hear what the hell he was saying. I'm not gonna, which I think is part of the problem. I don't think it's fair that police have speakers on their cars and we don't. I think this is a recipe for disaster. That's the first step in mending relationships, is communication, people. I don't know what the hell that guy was saying, but I couldn't tell him. He was like, pull on the side of the road, camera front, side of the road. If I had a speaker, I would have had the ability to be like, sir, I cannot hear what you're saying. Enunciate your words, please. Enunciate your words. Speak clearly. I said, pull on the side of the road, No, use your words, buddy. Use your words. Talk to me. Talk to me, what do you need? Pull over. I'll be like, okay, I will be pulling over right now, thank you very much. Like, it would be more effective, but I didn't know, so he's like, I'm like, I don't know what the hell you want to do. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, pull over. And I panicked, and so I stopped. I pulled over right there where I was on the freeway, which apparently you're not supposed to do. I didn't know this, because I just know that police tell me to do something, I do it. So he said, pull over, and then I stopped, and then he was like, don't pull over there. Then I was like, well, you should have been more specific. You can't tell me to pull over, and then tell me to not pull over. You should have said pull over at a time that is more appropriate. You can't just tell. Now I'm panicking. He's like, get back into the road. I'm like, this guy does not know what he wants. I'm going back. Now I'm back in the road, and then he's like, take the next exit, and now we're driving, and now he's guiding me along. It's like I had a really angry GPS. It was the weirdest thing ever. And so like he's driving me like, make a right at the lights, make a right. It's like I chose angry cop on my ways. That's what it felt like. He's like, turn left. Oh, no, I said left, turn left. No, recalculating. When it is safe, Mickey.
The city of angels. I love every moment, man. I'm enjoying myself. I just got back from vacation, so I'm having a great time. You know when you got that vacation swag? You know, you still got that thing? You know, you still feel loose, you feel relaxed. I went to Bali on vacation, yeah, out in Indonesia. Yeah, if you've never been, make a plan and get out there. It's an amazing place. I went out with some of my friends, learned a few things about myself as a person. Most important thing I learned is somebody needs to invent a TripAdvisor specifically for black people, right? No, because just generally I find that what white people want to do on vacation is what black people are trying to escape. And not in a bad way, it's just like we want different things out of life, you know? Like my white friends are always inviting me camping, for instance, always. Like with enthusiasm, we're like, Trevor, you wanna go camping, dude? I'm like, why? Why? It's like, dude, what do you mean why? It's amazing, you're kidding me? It's like no water, no electricity, you know? It's just like us in the great outdoors, you gotta like take a dump in the hole in the floor or something, dude? I'm like, yeah, that was my life. That was me growing up. You know how hard I worked to never go camping again? Every day I wake up in my bed and I'm like, thank God I'm not camping. If my family saw pictures of me camping, they would be devastated. My grandmother saw me out in the woods. She'd be like, oh, what happened to Trevor? Oh, I thought you were successful. Oh, it must be the crack. I want to go camping. So I went with my friends to Bali. They planned the trip. And before we went, I asked my friend, I was like, yo, Mitch, what are we going to be doing? And he was like, dude, don't ask questions, Trevor. It's just going to be a great time. I was like, yeah, I want to know what the great time is going to be about. He's like, dude, don't ask questions. I should have asked questions. Because we had fun. But the trip, like, there were a few things that were weird that I wouldn't necessarily do on my own. For instance, on the third day of the trip, right, we had what was planned, what was built in our itinerary as an authentic Balinese experience. Right? That's what they called it, an authentic Balinese experience. And what they did was, they woke us up at 5 a.m., put us in a little bus, and we drove for like 3 hours. And when we got there, get out of the bus, we're like in the middle of it, it's like a remote village, and the little tour guide, really happy, way too happy for that time. And he's just like, welcome everybody, are you ready for a good time? And I'm like, yay. And so he's like, my name is Deng Basan, and I'm going to be your guide. Today, you will have an authentic Balinese experience. So exciting, follow me. And so we follow him, and he walks up to a little door. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be like a temple or a cave or something. And he's like, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the real Bali. And he opens the door into somebody's house. This is not a museum house. This is just a house. Like someone lives there every single day. He opens the door, and he's like, this is the home of someone in Bali. He eats here. He sleeps here. I'm like, does he know we're here? Because like we didn't knock. Nobody answered the door. For all I know, we're breaking and entering right now. We're in some weird Balinese gang. I don't know how this works. And as I'm about to ask the question, he turns and he's like, over here you can see the owner of the house. He's in the corner. And we turn and there's a man the whole time. He was just sitting there, frozen stiff. And now I'm like, is this guy part of this? I don't know if we should be doing this or should not be doing this. And Deng Basan turns to him and starts speaking to him in Balinese. He's like, Tengrawada Sangaraka. He's like, okay, you can touch anything. And so I'm like, oh no, I don't think we should. Before I can even finish, the people in our tour group were like, yeah, touch it all. Oh my God, touch it all. Oh my God, does he sleep here? Oh wow, is this where he eats? Oh my God, I can never do this. Oh my God, excuse me, thank you so much for having us. Oh my God, I appreciate my life so much more right now. Thank you so much, this is horrible. Can we take a selfie? Thank you, are you on Instagram? I'll just put hashtag the man, thank you, oh my God. So I'm really awkward right now, right? Because this is like something culturally I'm not supposed to be doing. Right? As an African person, I should not be in somebody's house rummaging through their life. So I'm standing in the corner, really uncomfortable. And the owner of the house, he's really accommodating, he's friendly. You know, he's like, yes, thank you, enjoy, thank you. And then he turns and he looks at me. And this was one of the most magical moments, right? Because he was smiling at everyone else, and his face completely changed when he turned. He was a little hospitable, he's like, yes, thank you. And with his eyes, he proceeded to have the most in-depth conversation with me that I've ever had. And it's not like the eyes conversation was new to me. Like, you can have an eyes conversation with anyone you have a connection with. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it could be somebody of the same race when you're in public. It could be like a husband and wife. Like, wives are really good at having eyes conversations. They'll shit on you hard. Like, you'll be in public together, and then you'll say something off. You'll be like, oh, if only she did that. And she'll be like, oh, hell no, I cannot believe you said all of that. But it's just eyes. I cannot believe you said all of that. Wait until the next, oh, you want to air our dirty laundry out in public? Oh, you're going to see how this is going to end up. Oh, you say this and enjoy this moment right now, because you know it's over. And you're like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. All with eyes, right? That's what he did to me. Because one minute he's smiling at everybody, and then he turns and he looks at me, and just with these eyes, he was like, what are you doing here? And so with my eyes, I was like, hey, man, I'm sorry, I didn't know this was your house. They said it was an authentic experience, that's why I came. He's like, yeah, authentic for white people. You got your own poor, go back to where you came from. I said, yeah, I shouldn't be here, man. I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. So I left. I go outside. About 15 minutes later, everyone's done with their poverty porn, so they come and join me.
I did go to Zambia, though. Fantastic place, Zambia. Went there, visited the place, had a good time. While I was there, I had a chaperone who really made my trip. His name was Ali Nani, a sweet guy. And his job was to get me accustomed to the Zambian culture, you know? And every day he would give me a new piece of information, some more interesting than others. Like one day he looks at me and he goes, Trevor, you know Zambia is a very, very conservative nation, huh? I said, oh, okay, Ali. He says, yeah. So please, stay away from profanity. I said, oh, okay, I can do that, you know. And I assumed he meant swearing, right? But But I didn't say anything because I wasn't sure if he meant a person or swearing. I wasn't like, no, because in Zambia, people have names like profanity. So that's how I laughed when I met Screwdriver, eh? That's the same way I laughed. Yeah, because you see, in South Africa, we have African names you can translate, like happiness, blessing, hope, those kinds of names, right? But then in Zambia, people give their names, like their children, they give their children names of everyday English words, anything. So like table, chair, car, house. Yeah, you see like this, you just have to get used to it. It's very hard, but you have to keep a straight face. Which was difficult because I met a mechanic who had sons named Brake and Clutch. And that was not, especially when Brake was running around causing chaos. And his dad was there like, stop it, Brake, stop it, Brake, stop it, stop it, Brake. And I was like, hey, stop it, Brake. But you have to get used to it. It's a cultural thing, and so you have to respect it. And the second warning Ali gave me was even stranger. We're driving through Lusaka, the capital. And Ali looks over at me in the car and he goes, Trevor, you know here in Zambia, we are a very God-loving nation, eh? I said, oh, okay, Ali, that's a good thing to know. He says, yes. So while you are here, don't be gay. So what? He says, I know it can be tempting sometimes, but don't do it, huh? Don't be gay. Don't be gay? I've never been warned of this in my life. Don't be gay. Hey, bro, don't be gay. Don't be gay. Don't be gay. Crazy warning to get. But then I found out why Ali was warning me. Turns out in Zambia, being gay is illegal. If you are found to be gay, you will be arrested and sent to prison for more than 30 years. Yeah. Which is a bit of a weird punishment. When you think about it. I mean, I'm not saying gay guys would enjoy prison. I'm just saying if I was gay, that's not the worst thing you could do to me. You'd be like, you're going to jail. I'd be like, oh no. Don't be gay. I couldn't believe this. Gay is a crime in Zambia. Which got me thinking, if gay is a crime, that means the police have to monitor it. They actually have to police gay. Yeah. Which means in their police force, they have a gay division. It's a crime. It's a crime. So that means they've got a murder unit, they've got a robbery unit, they've got a white-collar crimes unit, and then they've got a gay unit. Huh? Yeah, they've got a little G unit in their police force that's responsible for all things gay. That must be the most fun police force to be in the world. You get to go undercover, dress up really nice, get in touch with your flamboyant side, just have a good time. I bet the sergeant's there every morning briefing his detectives. Good morning, detectives. Welcome, everybody. Today we will be launching a sting operation. We have just been informed of a fashion show that will be taking place. And as you know, the gays cannot resist the latest trends. Therefore, we will be in full attendance to apprehend each and every one of them. Let us make sure we are here. Detective Chipua, present. Detective Table, present. Detective Mungai, present. I think he's in too deep. How do you police gay? Do they stop you if you look suspiciously gay in the streets? I mean, gay doesn't have a look, but maybe you've just got a bounce about you. Maybe you just have like a bit of pizzazz. Maybe, Do the police pull up there and it's like, woo! You over there! What is the purpose of that flamboyant scarf? Put your hands up! Turn around! Don't tempt me! Don't tempt me! You are going to jail. How do you police gay? Do they have roadblocks, like for drunk driving? Do they have gay roadblocks? They're just stopping people in their car. Good evening, officer. Good evening, sir. License, please. Thank you very much. Mr. Stylish, huh? Tell me, sir, have you been a gay this evening? What? Oh, no. I have not been a gay. No. In fact, I don't gay at all. I see. Not even one or two? No. No gays for me. No gays for me. Okay. Then tell me, sir, what is that I can smell on your breath? Is that balls? No, I don't even eat chutney. No. So you are not gay? No, not gay at all. Then sir, can you please blow into this? Don't be gay. I was not gay while I was in Zambia, so I had a good time. Went around, saw the people. The highlights of my trip came when on my day off, I asked Ali for suggestions. Ali said to me, maybe you should drive around Lusaka, meet some of the people, just have a good time. I said, Ali, I want to do something special. He said, okay, well, in that case, maybe you can go to the mall. And if you are lucky, maybe you can ride the escalators, huh? So what? Yeah, I'm not promising anything. But if you are early, maybe you can go once or twice. So escalators, I know, mind-blowing, huh? I thought he was messing with me. Until I found out people in Zambia go to the mall just to ride the escalators. Seems ridiculous till you understand the backstory. When we were in Zambia, there were only 5 public escalators. 5 in the whole country. The first escalator was built in August. Yeah. Not August 19. No. You guys remember August? August? You guys remember that? They built their first escalators ever. Yeah. And so now it's all the rage. People go to the mall just to ride escalators. Yeah. But now, I don't want you to picture like some dusty village. That's not what Zambia is. It's a beautiful place. They're developing just as we are. They've got roads, they've got airports, they've got beautiful hotels, stunning shopping malls. They've got everything we've got, even faster internet. They just never had escalators. And now they started building them. And because of that, people go there and they just spend a day riding escalators. Dads will go home and fetch their kids. Children, we are going to the mall. To do what, Daddy? To do shopping. And to ride the escalators. Yay! We couldn't believe this, so we went to the mall, right? We get to the mall is empty. Escalators are packed. People are standing in lines, going around, doubling back on themselves. There's old people, young people, even couples. There were couples. Guys that actually picked up women by saying, I'm going to take you to the escalator, girl. Ooh, you are so fancy, eh? Escalators. Some people didn't even know how to ride the escalators. Kids were easy. They just jumped on. Old people would panic. There was one guy who got on the escalator and it was going up. And I guess to compensate for something in his mind, as it went up, he started leaning. He fell down. He was hurt so badly. Oh, it was fantastic to watch. We spent like 3 hours doing this, just watching people riding escalators. And you know what? Our patience paid off. Because in hour 3, the most fantastic thing happened. A school brought a class of children to the mall. And their excursion was just to ride the escalators. It was magic. 30 kids, about 5 years old, cutest things, wearing their little black and white uniforms. And they're standing there together holding hands, and they were so excited, so they're shining, not from excitement, that Vaseline. And there's 2 teachers with the children, and they grab their hands on either end, and in a long train, they start to march through the mall. And as they do, they start singing at the top of their lungs like little angels. Escalator, escalator, escalator. Oh, escalator, escalator. And it was the sweetest thing ever. People are waving at them, smiling. And these kids see the escalators and they lost their minds. These kids went crazy. They're not holding hands. They start screaming and running around. It looked like a zombie movie or something. This is like they're jumping, but then you see the smiles on their faces. It looks like the end of Sarafina. You're like, what the hell's going on here? These kids are screaming and having the time. They're jumping around, doing cartwheels. The teacher can't control them. She's panicking like, yeah, get back. 2 by 2, 2 by 2. 2 by 2 was one of the kids. I didn't know. She was like, 2 by 2, next to me, single file. Other kids are still jumping. She can't control them. There was one fat kid. He couldn't jump, so he just shook himself. Escalator. Escalator. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like I had gone in a time machine to a time when escalators were new, brand new and popular. So popular that people were taking pictures of the escalators using their iPhones. Chipiwa, technology, eh? Who even thinks of these things, eh? Can you imagine? Hey, we are in the future now, man. Mechanical moving stairs, huh? What are we going to see next? I don't even know. I wonder how it works, eh? Let me just check there. Siri, how does an escalator work? I don't know, eh?
You don't really know how different America is, though, until you get here. That's the one thing I will say. You know, you think you know. But then when you land in America, in your airports, that's when you know this place is different. Because American airports, unlike airports everywhere in the world, which have a certain level of joy and just all around happiness, American airports, they're like concentration camps. It's just, you know, just people walking barefoot in single file. Oh, it's no joke. There's even signs that say no jokes. You're like, really? It's just insane. You walk through those airports and you have to do things in American airports you don't do anywhere else in the world, you know? Like you have to take your shoes off. Your shoes come off. And you don't know this as a foreigner, but they don't care. They're like, yo, take your shoes off. I'm like, my what? Your shoes, take them off. Like, why? For safety, sir. I'm like, I'm keeping them on for your safety, my friend. You don't do it anywhere else. But then you come out here, you have to take off your shoes and you have to take your jacket off to walk through the metal detector. And they are mean about it. They will shout to you. They're like, you, take it off, take it off. And you don't know what to take off. You don't take it off anywhere else, so you don't know what to take off. So you're like, you, take it off. Take what off? Take it off, sir. Take what off? Take it off now. What? Your clothes. Take them. My clothes? And now you're standing there, this man shouting at you, telling you to take your clothes off. You feel like a child in a Catholic church. It's horrible. It's just, you're just standing there. I mean, I understand the need for security, but they don't need to shout at you. At least, if they tried to be nice, maybe if they chanted instead of shouting, instead of take it off, if they were like, take it off, you'd be like, yeah, woo, security, safe and sexy. They don't. This is a harrowing experience as you come in. And the worst is when you have to go through passport control. Oh, as Americans, you don't feel the pain, but as a foreigner, it's a whole different game. As Americans, you walk through to the U.S. citizens line, and they welcome you back like you on some secret mission. And you're just like, welcome home, sir. You know? When you're a foreigner, you have to wait in a super long line, and then they tease you. The line goes right to the front, and then it comes back, and it comes back, and you finally get there, and you have to wait for that, and they're standing there, and the guys are like, sir, come on, sir, step forward, step forward, sir, step forward, forward, back, behind the line, sir, back, get back, sir, get back. It's a stress. You're standing there, and now you have to answer questions. Horrible, like you don't understand. It's the stress, You're standing there and you don't want to get any of the questions wrong, because just like school, they'll send you back. So you stand there and you have to answer them into a microphone that's placed strategically low, almost so that you have to bow to the American as you answer every question of his. I ask you these questions you feel like you know the answers to, but when you're there, I just handed the man my passport, to which he replied, "Is this you?" Never before have I felt so much pressure to look like myself. I was like, I was younger then. It's horrible. And then he starts rattling them off. It's your first time in the United States of America, sir? Yes. Your first time, sir, is that correct? Yes. Sir, what is the duration of your visit out here? I'm going to be here for 6 months.
6 months, sir? Is that correct? Yes. Sir, what is the purpose of your visit in the United States of America?
I'm here for holiday.
Holiday, sir?
Yes.
Which one?
My one.
Could you elaborate, sir?
Holiday.
Yeah, what do you mean holiday, sir?
You know, like holiday, like, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, holiday. Woo, yeah. Holiday.
You mean vacation, sir?
Watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?
The newspapers say that. He's famous, so now people treat you like you're famous. They start saying weird things to you. Strangest things people would say to me. Trevor, well done on everything, eh? Congrats. But, you know, even though you're going to America, don't forget us, all right? Don't you forget us. Like, I don't even know who you are. People would say the weirdest things to me. You know what the number one thing people have said to me? Number one thing? It's not good luck. It's, hey, Trevor, good luck over there. But whatever you do, don't forget your accent, all right? Yeah, please, don't pull a Charlize on us, okay? You keep your accent, man. Make us proud. Everyone said that.
Trevor, brah. Hey, Trevor Noah. Hey, Masakan. Hey, man, you're making us proud, no? Yeah, man, you're doing big things for us, but brother, can I ask you a favor, no? Don't lose your accent, no? Don't lose your accent. Yeah, when you come back from the States, you mustn't come back talking funny, okay? Please, brother. If you lose your accent, don't come back.
You just threaten me? What does that mean, if you lose your accent? How do you lose your accent? People make it sound like you're going to be walking down the street and then just out of the blue, you'll be like, huh? My accent! I lost my accent! What the hell is my... Oh. Well, hello? No, that's not my accent! That's my accent! How are you going to lose your accent? I was stressed now. Because I don't want South Africans to think I'm not South African. I don't want them to think I've forgotten something. This is my home. Now I'm stressed coming home. I'm in the plane, flying back to Johannesburg, and the whole time I'm just thinking, don't lose your accent, Trevor. Don't lose your accent. Don't lose your accent. Don't accent. Is that how I say accent? Accent. By the time I landed at OR Tambo, I was losing my mind. I walked in arrivals, the woman was there at customs. Welcome back to South Africa, sir. I was like, yes, I'm back. Same old Trevor. Nothing changed. Going crazy. Because I love accents. I really do. I love accents. I like learning languages, and so obviously accents are a byproduct of that. I've learned over time that even if you can't learn a language, an accent is a great way to communicate with somebody in your own language whilst trying to bridge the gap. You know, you learn somebody's accent, you communicate more effectively. The thing is, though, you have to learn the accent in the right way. If you're going to speak to someone in their accent and you do it in the wrong way, you might come across as racist. You've got to be very careful about this. White people in South Africa often fall into this trap. Yeah. It happens at petrol stations quite a bit. See people driving in with their friends, talking normally, sitting in the car. You know, so I mean, if we get all the numbers together, marketing should be behind this. It should be a breezer. You know, HR's stepped up, and it's going to be a great year. And look, we try and make sure that. Oh, sorry, hold on. Hello, Baba. Hey, sharp man. Please put Lapo full tanky, eh? 95, unleaded, yeah. Also check our tires, eh? Pressure, pumpy, not too much, eh? 2.2, okay? Yeah, good jobby, yeah, sharp, donkey boss. Don't do that. He's a grown man. He's been pouring petrol his entire life. He knows what you need. Just talk to him like a normal human being. That's the thing people don't understand. Speak to him like a normal human being. I used to get so angry. Whenever I'd see white people changing their accent when they talk to black people, I get so angry. I was like, are all white people racist? Is that what it is? Oh, racist? And then I learned. Life taught me not to be so quick to judge. Yeah, I learned a valuable lesson. I was driving to Gold Reef City one day, into the backstage area, and the security guard came out to the boom, and he was like, hey, how are you, sir? Is your name on the list? I said, yes, how are you, Baba? My name is Trevor. He's like, okay, Chabal. I said, no, Trevor. He's like, oh, sorry, Chabal. I said, no, Trevor, Shalva. Trevor, Shalva. Trevor, Shaval. Trevor, Shaval. Trevor, Shaval. And now my friend who was irritated, he just leans over me and he's like, hey, Papa, get Trevor. He's like, oh, Trevor. Why you don't talk properly? And then I understood. I finally understood what white people have been trying to do. I see, you're trying to communicate more effectively. You're trying to engage somebody, but understand this. When speaking to somebody in an accent, the number one rule to understand is an accent is not a measurement of intelligence, right? An accent is just somebody speaking your language with the rules of theirs. That's all an accent is. So don't speak down to them. Don't patronize them. Speak to them the way you would to yourself. Just try and learn their accent. That's all it is. It's just another accent. Yeah. And I learn them. I spend all my time learning accents. I try. I love it. I learn in restaurants. That's a safe place to start. You learn, you read off the menu, you try and pronounce the words correctly. I was inspired by French restaurants, funny enough. Yeah, whenever I'd go to a French restaurant, I was always fascinated by the fact that people would order food in a French accent. I never understood why. Because they don't do it in any other restaurants. Only in French restaurants do people walk in and then change their accent when they order. They come in talking normally. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. You're really going to enjoy it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, stunning. You have to have. Oh, the dessert. Oh, good evening. How are you, sir? Yes, I will have a bottle of water for the table, please. And let's start off with, could we get the Sauvignon Blanc, please? Yes, and we definitely from Maine's going to have the filet mignon. And for dessert, we're going to go with the crème brûlée. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, you're going to love it. Like, why are you doing that? I never understood. I was like, why? Because it's not like the French are going to return the favor. There's no French people sitting in our restaurants in South Africa looking at the menu like, so for the table, we can order some starter portion with chef sans fin? No? Okay. Could we please have one serving of the boerewors? That's not gonna happen.
And it was a Sunday morning. I was in bed, still asleep. It was early in the morning, maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock. And the phone rings. And it's my baby brother using my mom's phone. His name's Isaac. He's 9 years old. So I answer the phone. Like, hello? Hello, Trevor? I say, hey, Isaac, what do you want? How are you? I'm fine, thanks. I'm also fine, thank you. I'm fine, thanks, and how are you, Isaac? I'm fine, thanks, and how are you? I'm fine, thank you. It's a pleasure. Trevor, are you busy? Yeah, sort of. Why? No, because Mom's been shot. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, Mom's been shot and we're at the hospital. Can you come? Mom's been shot. Okay, what do you mean? Okay, yeah, of course I can come. Okay, which hospital? Tell me that. And he tells me the hospital. I dropped off. Okay, can you come? Like, he's too polite for his own good. He's too, like, can you come? Like, what, I'm gonna have to shot Mom into my schedule? Just find, coffee at 2 and then PlayStation at 1. Okay, Mom, we'll try. Come on, can I come? Of course I can come. I'm panicking. I jump out of bed, I'm running around, I'm trying to put my clothes on, some things are backwards, I don't even notice, I don't even care. Grab the car keys, but I'm looking for the car keys, running around there, losing my mind. I jump into the car, into the streets. As soon as I get out the gate, the tears start coming out. You can't even control it. You're just there driving, all of a sudden, it's just... I'm driving, I'm trying to hold it back, but then I get to the traffic lights, the robot is red, and I just let it out. It just comes out. Yeah. No, don't watch my window. No. Hey. No, hey, no. No, And there I am, driving to the hospital like a madman. I get there, jump out the car. My brother's standing there, the emergency section. I see him outside. He's just standing like nothing happened, looking around. I go, Isaac, what happened? He's like, Mom, she's getting shot. She's inside. So I'm like, okay, are you okay? He's like, Mom was shot, not me. No, that's not what I'm saying, you idiot. Whatever, I'm coming back. So I run inside. My mom's in the prep area. All the doctors are standing around her. There's blood everywhere. I'm looking at the doctors. And just by the way, doctors are not as good looking as they are on those TV shows, eh? No, like they set the bar really high. Because I was shocked. I ran and I was like, what the hell's... Sorry, that was inappropriate. What's happening here, guys? They're like, sir, you need to leave. I said I was sorry. Come on, this is what's happening. Like, no, sir, you can't be here. Please leave, please. I'm like, oh, whatever, okay. So I go outside. The nurse comes to me. She's like, Mr. Noah? I said, yes. Okay, Mr. Noah, we've got your wife stabilized right now. And I said, my wife? She says, yes, that's Mrs. Noah, right? Yes, that's my mom. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought, why would you think she's... Come on, hold on. You think I would... I mean, she's cool, but I mean, like, have you seen the girls? I should show you the pictures. Oh, well, I'll show you the pictures afterwards. What's going on? She's like, okay, Mr. Noah, your mom's just been stabilized and we're going to have to start thinking about surgery. She's been shot in the head and she's been shot in the lower buttocks region. This is a very serious thing. I'm like, yes, it is. Okay, so what's happening? Well, we just found out that she doesn't have medical aid. So what? She says, yeah, she doesn't have medical aid. Now, my mom always had medical aid, always. But now it turns out she canceled it a few years ago. I didn't know this. She canceled it because she never gets sick. You know those people? I just never get sick. I never get sick, Trevor. I never, ever get sick. I don't know why I have this. I never get sick. Yes, but you didn't think of bullets. Now she's in the hospital, no medical aid. So I said to the nurse, well, what does this mean? She says, well, Mr. Noah, it means we're going to have to put her back in the ambulance and send her to a public hospital. I said, but she's bleeding now. You can't say. She says, I'm sorry, so that's all we can do. She has to go to a public hospital. Now I'm panicking. I mean, public hospital? Normally a good place to go. Normally, you know. But now what's happening is there's just misadministration of funds. Like money's going missing. You don't know what's happening. They don't have the right equipment. Now I'm picturing guys trying to fix my mom. There's the doctor. Give me a scalpel. We got a spare now. Ah, okay, bring it. Oh, at least it's a shifting. Okay, let's try something. I'm stressed. So I say, well, what do we do without medical aid? She says, well, there's nothing, sir. I said, well, what if I give you the money? She says, well, you don't know how much it'll cost, so you can't, unless you give us your card, and then we just work from there. So we'll take my card. Here's my credit card. She goes, sir, it can get very expensive. I said, this is my mom. This is my mom. Use the money. Go. She goes, like, you can tell me it's expensive. This is my mother we're talking about, you know? I realized through all of this, I've just neglected my brother. He's been standing there the whole time with these big eyes. So I'm like, hey, Isaac. Hey, Isaac. What's on your mind, man? Are you okay, big boy? He's like, Trevor? Yes. Hey. Can I come to your house and play PlayStation later today? How are you going to ask me about PlayStation? Your mom has just been shot. You can't be asking me about what the hell is wrong with you, stupid child. You know what? You're never going to play PlayStation ever again. Ever. No play PlayStation for you ever in your life. Ever. Go away. Go sit down and think about what you just... PlayStation you're going to ask me. How the hell is you going to ask me about PlayStation? The nurse comes back. She goes, okay, Mr. Noah, we just used 900 Rand for some blood tests. I'm like, okay, why are you telling me this? Yeah, because it's 900. This is my mom. Use the money. Go. She goes away. I'm like, 900 Rand. How are you going to tell me about that? She comes back again. She's like, Mr. Noah, we need 2,000 Rand for some x-rays. This is my mom, not a pair of jeans. Use the money. Go. She goes away. I'm like, this is my mom's going to die. Asking me questions here. Busy asking me, my mom's going to die. My mom's going to die. That's all I'm saying. And I say it. My brother hears me. He starts crying. I'm like, Isaac, I'm sorry. Are you okay? He said, I'm not okay. You said I'm never going to play PlayStation ever in my life. And I want to play Need for Speed, and now I can't play PlayStation. I'm like, you still crying about play? You have no right to cry. You hear me? You shut up. Stop crying. You can't cry about this. You shut up. Now some woman comes out. She knows my mom's been shot. Now she thinks I'm telling my brother not to cry about my mom. She just gets involved. She's like, hey, you let him cry, okay? You let him cry. Some people express their pain in different ways. You let him cry. I'm like, I will not let him cry, lady. I will not let him cry. Many kids grow up without one, okay? It's just none of it. It's fine. Like, you should go play in the park or something. It's not a time to cry right now. What the hell? You spoil your kids. That's your problem. You should take it away from them so that they can learn about life. You both shut up. All of you, shut up. I'm telling them this. The nurse comes back. She goes, Mr. Noah, we're ready for surgery. I'm like, so do the surgery. She says, yeah, but sir, this could get very expensive. ICU and surgery is very expensive. I'm like, lady, what is expensive? This is my mother. She says, so well, anyway, from like 20,000 Rand. This is my mom, all the way to like 500,000 Rand. Yo, but she's lived, eh? I mean, she's like, what, 56, 57? I mean, it's almost finished. I mean, you know? Even she says she's old. I mean, you know? And you said the bullet's in the head, and head, it's finished. Yeah, because now we need to pay for the funeral, and we need to buy scones for everybody, and this guy needs a PlayStation, you know? So, I mean, I don't know if... She's like, sir, we need the go-ahead, otherwise we can't do anything. I said, okay, well, you know, use the card, just use the card. We'll handle the debts. She goes away. I'm stressed. Because I've seen this happen to people. Go into a hospital, you don't have enough money, use your credit card, next thing you're in debt for years, and the person could die. Yeah, the person dies. And when they die, the doctor doesn't give you your money back. No. No, he doesn't. Yeah, because he tried, and that's all he has to do. You'll get there and be like, doctor, did you win? Be like, wah, wah. And your money's gone. That's all I was stressed about. But the most amazing thing happened. Turns out, my mother wasn't that badly hurt. It was a miracle, really. The ass bullets didn't do much damage, because my family's gifted. The head bullets didn't hit anything vital, yeah? Other than the head, obviously. But it missed her spinal cord, missed the nerves, didn't touch the brain, went right through, missed the eye, hit the eye socket, and so deflected, and all it did was it cut a piece of her nostril off, just one side, and the bullet went out clean. Which means she didn't have to go in for intensive surgery, and her recovery was only a week. Yeah, a week, which was fantastic, because that means the bill was only 24,000 rand. I mean, and she's alive, yes, but the bill was only 24,000 rand. This is great, really great, because 25 was my cutoff. So, you laugh, but that's how much I've calculated I'm willing to pay my mom back for all the Ultramel custard I've consumed in my life. Everything else, none of my business, eh? Food, clothes, schooling, all of that stuff, I'm not paying. I hate it when parents say that to their kids. You know how hard I have to work for your bloody school and your clothes? I didn't ask to be born, that's your job. Please, you handle that. I asked for the Ultramel, we can keep a tab. Don't involve me in your things. And that's what I calculate, 25,000. Yeah, I would have been there, 24,750. I would have been there at the doctor. Eta. It's fine, my man. No, stop. No, you tried. You tried, man. It's cool. No, you tried it. No, just switch off there. Switch off. How much? 250 left. We'll pour petrol or something. It's fine. Just switch off there. You tried. Yeah. It was fantastic. I told my mom about the 25. She laughed. She didn't know I was serious. And to show you what a crazy family we have, my mom's in the recovery ward. She's got those tubes in her and everything, and the IV, and you know, my brother's in the corner bored out of his mind, and my grandmother's in the other corner reading the Bible, and I'm holding my mom's hand and I'm crying. Still crying. This is a week later, I'm still crying. I've been crying the whole week, but I've also been using this time to cry for other things in my life. No, because as a man, you need to know when to cry. You loop it all together and you just cry at one time. It's like we cry in bulk. You gotta understand. You cry. You don't just cry one. Cry in bulk. Yeah. So I'm crying for everything. And my mom looks at me and she goes, shh, Trevor, shh, don't cry, baby. I said, no, Mom, I'm gonna cry. You were shot in the head. And she says, no. Look on the bright side. I said, what bright side? She says, no, at least now because of my nose, you're officially the best looking person in the family. I was like, oh, by default.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?
I was going out for lunch downtown Los Angeles with a friend of mine. My friend David, he's like, yo, Trev, you want to get something to eat? I said, what should we get? He's like, Mexican food, dude. Gotta get Mexican food. Like, I've never had Mexican. He's like, what? You never had Mexican food? I said, no, I don't have, because we don't have Mexicans in South Africa. They never came over. You know? He's like, yo, dude, you gotta have tacos, man. You're missing out. You gotta have tacos. I was like, okay, let's go get tacos. I don't even know what these things are, you know? We go out. It's not even a restaurant. It's just a truck
parked on the side of the road. A taco truck. You know this because there's a big sign above it going, tacos, tacos, tacos. So I'm standing in the line waiting. There's a lot of people. It's really popular. I finally get to the front of the line. The guy comes to the window in the truck. He's like, hey, you want tacos? So, well, it would be awkward if I didn't. You know? He's like, hey, I don't know. Maybe you just want a Coke or something. I said, no, I wouldn't come here for a Coke. I came for tacos. Give me tacos. It's okay. How many tacos you want? I said, I don't know what they are, so just give me one. So we say, one taco. He's like, one taco coming up. He goes and he prepares it, does his thing, comes back, and he's like, hey, here's your taco, friend. I said, thank you. He's like, yeah, you want a napkin? I'm like, what? He's like, you want a napkin? And now on our side of the world, a napkin is that thing babies wear to hold their shit. So he was trying to say serviette, which is what everyone in the world says except America, serviette. So he goes, you want a napkin? I said, why the hell would I want a napkin? He says, hey man, for the mess afterwards. I said, for the mess? Is it that instant that I'm gonna need a napkin? He says, yo, you never know with tacos, man. 1 minute you think you got it, then it's coming out. I said, well, that's disgusting. I said, no, it's normal. Everybody does it here, man. It's part of the experience. I said, that's the problem with your country, my friend. Where I'm from, that is disgusting. I do not need a napkin. I'm a grown man. I can control myself. He said, hey, what you gonna do? I said, I'll just eat it in the car on the way home. Then I'm safe. He said, hey, then you make a mess in the car, man. Don't do it. Don't be a hero. Just take the napkin. I said, I'm not being a hero. I'm being a grown man. I don't need a napkin. If it gets really bad, I'll just squeeze it really, really tight. He says, yeah, that's the problem. Some people, they don't know. They squeeze it too tight. Then the juice comes spraying out even more, man. It can spray all over you, on your pants and on your shirt. I'm like, oh, my shirt? How the hell does this shit get all the way up to my shirt? What is this thing bouncing on the ground and exploding up all over? What the hell? He's like, yo, you're wasting my time. You want the napkin or not? I said, I do not want your napkins. In fact, I don't even want tacos. I just came for a Coke. He's like, ah!